Dr. Phil once said, life is a marathon, not a sprint. But I say, life is a marathon. Run it. Yeah, run it. Get started. Do it. Move. Run. Too often, we sit over there on the couch and we wait and we wait. We're getting ready. We're going to start the race, the marathon of life. We're stretching. We're going to go to the athletic store. Some of us, we're already in the athletic store. We're browsing for shoes. We're looking for the tracksuit, the right headband, everything. Stop it. Leave the athletic store. You've been there too long. Go, get on the starting line. Begin the race. You see, the Christian life is a marathon, a lifelong marathon. Can you imagine that? For your entire life, you're going to be running a marathon of one. But the goal is to what? Finish well. You want to finish that race well. So in order to finish a race, you have to be disciplined, right? You have to train for endurance. You got to get your heart rate up. Your heart has to be strong. Your legs have to be strong. Your mind and your will have to be focused. It's the same with the marathon of life. How do I run my race well? First, we need to lay down our burdens. Lay them down. Let them go. That will make us lighter so we can run better, right? Second, we need to cast off all sins. Sin weighs us down. Sin gets in the way of us running a good race. That's not easy. You're going to have to keep putting the sin down. You're going to have to keep casting off your burdens and your worries. You do that through prayer, fasting, reading the word, spending time with God, enjoying the company of other like-minded Christians, and preaching to the lost, talking to the lost, helping others to get saved. You stay focused, you stay disciplined, then you can run your marathon well. If you do not stay focused and stay disciplined, you might get off course. And if you get off course, do you know how many hours or how much longer it may take you to run your race? Marathons are generally 3 hours. Your marathon could be 9 or 15 or 18, meaning what? Not that God's going to keep adding to your life, but it's going to take you longer to get where God wants you to be, because you're going to go where God wants you to go if you're a Christian. Look at Jonah. Don't want to be like that guy, okay? So I'm urging you to run your race. If you haven't even started the race, go to the starting line. Start the race. You move one foot in front of the other. You could walk your marathon. You could jog. You could cruise. You can rock and jog. But understand this. Marathons are not easy. There are hills. You might have to go through some swampland on this marathon, a Christian marathon. You might have to crawl on your belly through some mud, under some barbed wire. For some people, I'm saying it's that intense. The marathon is that intense. You got to be prayed up. You need to read the word. You can't run a marathon starving to death and malnourished, right? Because you'll pass out and then you can't run. Okay, I digress a bit. But let's get into the word. There's only 2 scriptures for this marathon. And I know you know them. But have you thought of them? Have you really sat back and thought of them? I urge you to read them again and think about them. What is God saying to you, specifically to you, about your marathon? What is he saying? What is he urging you to do? How is he urging you to change your marathon? The way that you run, the way that you breathe, the steps that you take in the order. Do you need to change your feet up instead of left, right? Is right, left? I don't know. Do you need to swing your arms more? I don't know. Did you need to lean into the wind? You need to ask God. What do you need to do? But by all means, please start your marathon. Start. With that said, here's a word. The first word comes from Hebrews 10:36. Hebrews 10:36. Patient endurance is what you need now, so that you will continue to do God's will. Then you will receive all that He has promised. Amen. Hebrews 12:1-3. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up, and let us run with endurance the race God has set before us. We do this by keeping our eyes on Jesus, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith, because the joy awaiting Him, He endured the cross. Disregarding His shame, now He is seated in the place of honor beside God's throne. Think of all the hostility He endured from the sinful people. Then you won't become weary and give up. That's a word of advice. Think of what Jesus went through. If He could go through all that, surely you can endure this life and focus and run your marathon. Thank you for listening. As always, God bless you.